between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Jaguars in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise. Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. This seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
On first down, Durant. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. Looking to throw on second down. Durant. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Durant. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To throw on 2nd down, Durant. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 3rd down, Durant. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Gets by him at the 25. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Hunt. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Durant swings this out for Hunt. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Durant. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Mixon up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Durant. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 19 carries, 109 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Durant. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Price. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the move to his left. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he's hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. So as they take it over, we step aside. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Durant. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Looking to throw. Durant. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Durant. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. To throw on 3rd down. Durant. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returning is Peppers. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
But you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, Run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Throwing on first down. Durant, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one complete to Smith. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Inside handoff to Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Now back to throw. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 2nd and 2. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there. A big one.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Looking to throw on second down. Durant. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. On 3rd and 2, Durant. That one is caught by Hunt, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. Another completion here to Hunt. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd down and 8. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We begin up in Nashville, an interconference battle between the New York Giants and Tennessee. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Michael Pittman, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game. They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. first down. Durant. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Durant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Durant. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Durant. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, Durant. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off play action. Durant. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging. A little tapestry, if you will. Oh, I like it.
To throw on 3rd down, Durant. And that's knocked away and incomplete. And this one is no good. He missed it. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Price. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 40 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Here comes Peppers. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball? not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win.
That's what he's done here in this one so far. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Got a man, that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Durant. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Jaguars back with it on offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Back to throw. Durant. Wide open receiver complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Durant across the formation. He finds Godwin. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on 1st down. Durant. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They'll run again with Hunt. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Durant. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Joe Mixon, and not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Being chased out left. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Durant. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Durant. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Durant. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He's back to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a given.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Nothing open downfield, and keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
If they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. An option handoff here to Mixon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the outrights. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Philadelphia, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a match.